Hey guys, how are you all? I hope you guys had a nice week. We are now easing into the second week, nearly the third week of the month. This is the tarot message for the week of the 12th to the 18th of December. I had to think about that again. So it's nearly Christmas, nearly Christmas, and it feels like things are really speeding up. We're still in Sagittarius season, the old Saggy season, and Sagittarius, when it's the sun's there, we still have a lot to learn. And because it's fire, there's still so much things to do, people to see, places to go, parties to go to, fun time. Now, we've come off the full moon in Sagittarius. In Gemini, it's opposition, and what a time that was. I know there was lots of surprises. Feel free, guys, to let me know how that went for you. On a general level, communication, worldly, everything. We're still in that because it does last for 2 weeks to 30 days. It really does depend on what's going on in your chart, but it's a busy time. Sagittarius and Gemini, they make us really busy. They amp up our nervous system, our mind, our body, our energy. It's a very fiery, fast-paced time. And, we're coming into, well, not for now, but, next week when I do the next week podcast, I'll be, we're easing into, Christmas time. We're easing into Christmas time, guys, but also easing into the winter solstice and also the Capricorn new moon. So it's a very busy one, especially coming up to Christmas. So and also the sun's going into Capricorn. But still, we still have time with more or less like not the last week, but we're easing out of Sagittarius. But Sagittarius still has us busy. Okay, so this week for the 12th till the 18th is a busy one. It's, how I can describe this one. I try to do this every week, but how I'll describe this one is that you got a cake and you have really good intentions. You've prepped, you planned, you've, researched what type of cake you want to do. You got all the ingredients and you're ready to go. You don't want to be disturbed. Your surface is clean, everything. It's an ambitious time to be baking a cake, especially if we haven't been baking a cake in a long time. And it's Christmas, come to Christmas. So we're baking cake. Some of us may be baking cookies, but we are prepared. Okay, we want it to be the best because some of you may be selling it, some of you may be giving it away to family, so it has to be on point. But for some reason, you've put all the ingredients together, you put it on the baking tray, but for some reason, you keep checking the oven. You've made sure that everything, the directions are clear, but you just keep checking the oven. And it might be anxiety, might be nerves, might be excitement, but you just keep checking and something's telling you open it and just see. But you keep opening the oven and you keep prodding and plonking and with a knife or a fork. And afterwards, it's not ready. And by the time, I don't know, some cakes take 25 minutes, some take an hour, it depends. But this one, for instance, is 25 minutes. And you finally take it out after how many times you've been checking and it's still flat. Okay, so that's how this week feels like. It starts off brilliant, very ambitious, but then there's these little niggles that happen. So before I talk about what the planets are saying and before I talk about the tarot cards, I've picked out 3 oracle cards for us, and the first card is protection. Some of us will be seeking protection, needing protection, thinking about all types of protection. It could also be wanting not to be around certain things, certain themes, and also certain people. We could also, because Sagittarius is a spiritual sign, so there's also forms of protection that we could be doing through prayer, meditation, forms of yoga. This card also is showing me that we need to try and raise our vibrations because things are busy this week, okay? Not even that they're up and down, it's just a busy week. It feels very much like a hard working week, and it feels like there's lots of chitter chatter going on. And also, you know, it's like we're wrapping things up for work because some of us are on a Christmas break now, and some of us are either on a Christmas break or wrapping up to go have the Christmas holidays. And you know, when there's so much going on, we may feel like our energies are spreading around and we have nothing for ourselves. So seeking a higher vibration of protection, you know, this card is showing. And also I'm also picking up with this card that it's, you know, about aura, listening to your intuition as well, and clearing yourself away from the noise if need be. The second card we have is faith. So if things are crazy and we may feel that things are not working out the way that it should, because things are very high energy, highly energy and highly fast, and if it's also like a sense of like competition, movement, hustle and bustle, getting the last things. We may feel that, some of us may feel that, you know, again, we've got good intentions, but things just don't go the way that it should. So we can get frustrated. It always happens leading up to Christmas for some reason, guys. Maybe it's because of the energies of Sagittarius going to Capricorn. But have faith that things will calm down, and have faith and have belief as well that things will again work out. Again, that's going back to the higher vibration card of protection and positivity. This card is showing me about having positivity, even if, you know, energy wise it's not for everyone, but have faith in that things will get back to balance. Not even normal, because there's no new normal now, it's just balance. The last card we have for this week is peace. So this card has actually got Mother Mary with Jesus and the Lamb. It's a very peaceful card, and easing into the solstice Capricorn season, but also seeking peace, whether it's with our family and our friends, or seeking peace by yourself, having that shut off time. And this could also be turning off the social media, which is not easy, reading a book, having some nice hot cocoa with, or eggnog, or even mulled wine. This is the sense of peace. But finding peace, finding things that give you peace, finding things that give you joy, because these little things that we forget about, we really and truly need. Peace is also the sceneries of where we are. You know, I'm actually looking at my Christmas tree. That actually gives me peace, and it also gives me joy. But yeah, finding little things that give you peace. And it doesn't have to be big. It can just be really small. And this can help with like the whole crazy energies or hustle and bustle that a lot of you may be feeling as well this week. So that's all the general card messages for everyone. And now when we get to the planets, the first planet message we have is Sun sextile Saturn. And like I said before, guys, about it's, you know, it starts off really, you know, we are starting off really positive. We are starting off really, it's about hard work, getting down to the task. I can see with this energy that some of you may be, and these things can happen, guys. It really does. You just never know. We're in mutable time. That there's this ambitious energy on Monday the 12th of getting things done. And it could be baking that cake, guys. Yeah. I can see a lot of people making lists. I can see a lot of people prepping, being very diligent, which is quite weird during Sagittarius season, but all of that, this is about strong work ethic. It's like, you know what, we've got less than 2 weeks before Christmas is here. Let's make it. So if you work in like retail, there may be a lot of upselling. If you work in hospitality, if you're a waitress or if you're a chef, anything like that, it's very much a serious attitude of, making your money, but also trying to have fun. But remember, Saturn's here, so this is about discipline as well. So it's a sense of discipline, sense of duty. I'm really, again, raising your vibrations, but meeting your goals, meeting your responsibilities, and not letting no stone unturned. So yeah, Monday's a very is a very serious energy, but obviously because Sag is there, it's like, yeah, let's do this, but also let's just have some fun as well. It's like, know that everything's gonna go well because you're putting the work in, and we're just gonna have a bit of fun. And this, obviously with this, the more work you put in, the more gains that you can get, because a lot of this definitely is for the long term. And you just never know, your bosses may be looking at you in a different light. This could herald in a new promotion, a new job. Some of you could be looking for a job now, even though it's Christmas. There's nothing wrong in that. Some of you could just miraculously get a new job, a new position. There could be changes in the job. It could be something of a higher standing as well. And it could be quite shocking to some of you because you didn't think it would actually happen. But remember, it's about the work that you've put in. And I feel that putting a lot of work in, it's not just work. I feel like even on a personal level, anything you are ambitious to do, it can yield results. And also it's about recognition and all types of things as well. So yeah, if you're going to be seeking to be that leader, Monday is definitely the time. So the cards that we have is the King of Pentacles with the Love Your Body card. Wow. And the Love Your Body card is actually the World card. And the King of Pentacles is a Taurus card. So this is showing that, this Pentacles is about money. So I feel... I'm so sorry about that, guys. Speaking of a crazy Saggy energy. But yes, so the cards, King of Pentacles with the Love Your Body, which is the World card. And King of Pentacles is a business card. It's a card of seriousness. It's a card of money. It's a card of long-term results as well. And a card of investment. So it's just showing that anything you're going to be invested in, again, is going to be for the long term. And again, some of you may be very, very, very on it, very serious. But also with the Love Your Body card, which is the World card, is loving what you do. It's coming to, the World card is about an end of a journey in the tarot. But it's also a brand new beginning that could be happening for a lot of you as well. And there's also, again, there's going to be some surprises that comes. It could be surprises of money coming into some of you, or surprises in a term of like a gain. It doesn't necessarily have to be material gain. It's a gain of something, of how you used to be, and now how you're going to be, or how you want to be for your future. I feel with these cards that a lot of you are definitely planning for like next year. So, lots of prepping and lots of tidying up. And if you are leaving something, Monday, this card is saying Monday may be the right time to do it, but you are going to be consolidating before you actually move on. And if something is out of your control that is coming out of your life, it was definitely supposed to be the right time as well. But it's very much a sturdy energy. The world card is also the love your body world card is because even loving your body, like loving how your body works, loving that, you know, you have the energy for what you're doing, loving your, you know, just loving like things about yourself, about your mind. And, you know, there might be a sense of accomplishment for a lot of you as well. And, you know, the love your body world card is the Capricorn card as well. So dare to go there, you know, dare to, it's not about thinking outside the box, because these two are Earth's cards, but dare to, you know, put yourself forward for something that even if you feel like insecure about, dare to do it. Because, you know, I feel that whatever you're doing, especially for Monday, for some strange reason, it's gonna, certain results will yield for like next year. So that's the first message. When we come to, so that's for Monday. So Monday's a very busy day. Wednesday, we have, now we're getting to the nitty gritty, Sun square Neptune. And Neptune is now direct. So guys, this is going to feel a little bit like Mercury and also a bit like Mars, but the energy is going to be highlighting this big time. Because remember, whatever the sun shines on, it starts to, it shines a light on things. Okay? And this, on Wednesday, even though the energy might be stable, especially with the cake, we're still checking. We're not really sure. This is what this energy is about. When it comes to like, because sun is about our vitality and our energy, how we're shining, we may feel that this is sort of diminishing. Like, all what I prepared for Monday is now like, what is going on now? You know, and whenever Neptune's involved, guys, it can be very murky. I remember when Mars squared Neptune and I did not have the energy. It was a lot of digging deep to have the energy, and I feel a lot of you may be having this as well, especially when it's concerned your career and your goals, especially when it comes to like hard work as well. There could be a lot of calling in sick, a lot of I don't feel so well. Remember, Neptune's very deceptive, so it could be a lot of that. It could be a lot of confusion. There can be some gossip, let's not forget. There could be some crazy scandals. You know, it's really not the best time to, again, when Neptune's involved and it comes to business, things can get very murky, things can get lost in translation, things may not be clear, okay? And there could be a lot of double dealing going on, like, oh, sign this, you sign it, if you sign your life away, or, you know, the writing's not great, it just feels very crazy, guys, okay? Neptune also is about hypochondria, so this is like high anxiety or believing. Remember, this is about the feelings and believing that something is really wrong, and sometimes it is and sometimes it isn't. It could be an illusion. So you know, and you know, because Neptune, you know, when the Jupiter and the Neptune conjunction happened, it had some great energy, but some of it was very like, when it comes to like the physical body as well, this can also, again, make us tired. But also, it's a case of like having like a second opinion type of thing, because we could be believing what something's happening is actually really not the case. But sometimes it is, you know. But also, you know, so you think someone's talking about you. It could be just believing it, and next thing you know they are, or you're thinking it and they're not. You know, so this discernment of the truth can be quite distorted at the moment. So yeah, and we have to really be mindful of going over the top when we're drinking and eating and all those types of things as well. Neptune is one of the most, I wouldn't say dangerous planets, it's one of the most beautiful, but also we all have to be mindful whenever it's about. Even if it's sextiling, even if it's, especially when it's squaring, things just get very... So the card that we have is the Two of Pentacles and relieve anxiety. So, Two of Pentacles is, again, we're dealing with money here. Again, we're dealing with money. And of course, some of us, coming from Monday, we want to, make sure that things are on point. But then we could also, be very much, because the Two of Pentacles is about choices and decisions, but also I feel this can be like, we're really believing and thinking, but we could be very confused. This card is showing that there could be some decisions that a lot of us have to make with the Sun square Neptune, and we have a vision, or we just have an aim or a dream. Okay, this is what I'm going to be doing, and something can just really come in the way that throws us off course. But I feel also there's some decisions that we may have to give an answer to as well. So there's a lot of, I feel on Wednesday, there's a lot of choices that a lot of us has to make, but we have to try and make the right one. And that means listening to our intuition and trying to keep grounded, because it's not going to be very easy. And with the relieve anxiety, I feel, because Neptune's involved, even though it's squares, doing things like meditation, breath work, being by ourselves, being near the ocean or the sea if you're lucky, because I feel that this can actually help with relieving anxiety if we're feeling, not saying we are, but if we're feeling it. And even reading, even going back from what I said for the general, even like reading a book, having that alone time, because I feel a lot of us may need that alone time, because the pace feels like the pace is like we're not sure about what's going on. We're not sure about if this is right or wrong. We're not sure about, we need like a second opinion on things. We believe something great is going to happen, and actually it feels like, yes it is, but I'm still not sure. Our intuition might be all over the place. So yeah, having that alone time, if you like that alone time, or just being around people that are very grounded, because this energy is not a grounding energy. It's quite a high emotional illusion, murky energy. So yes, and also being around people as well that can help, that can talk you out of if you're feeling a bit off, or if you just need just to talk to someone as well. So yeah, it's a little bit crazy on Wednesday, especially these cards messages. And then, so that's Wednesday. On Friday the 16th, on Friday the 16th, on Saturday the 17th, we have Mercury trine Uranus. So this is a good one, Mercury trine Uranus, because Mercury in Capricorn is, go time. This is a time of, we are not messing around here. Let's get down to business, and, things are going to be, we've had this little bit of a mishap, but now we can, get down to business. And especially with Uranus involved, it's not playing, it's changing things up. But with Mercury in Capricorn, it's like, being really focused on our goals, on signing business, writing, speaking, being quite cautious. But when Uranus is here, it's like yeah, we're going to do that, but let's just do this instead. You know, like you've prepared, like I said about the cake. I come back to the cake all the time. We've prepared things and it's like, oh, okay, I didn't mean to say that, but I said it. Okay, so, but this actually does bring something quite exciting, something quite new. Because remember, Uranus is in Taurus, which is very uncomfortable, and Mercury is in Capricorn, which Capricorn may feel uncomfortable too. So they have to work with these energies. They have to sort of like force themselves, and I feel a lot of us may have to be doing that as well. But on a good sense, this will give us, on one hand, it will give us good concentration. It could give us brilliant insights into things that have seemed very difficult. It also can make us see things sort of like beyond what is not seen, which can actually shock a lot of us, but actually will be a great thing because, you know, we can work with, if something's not working, we know that we can change it. It could be through gritted teeth, but also, you know, things will actually work out. This is great for students. This is great for professors. This is great for writers as well. If you wanted to like get down to it and, you know, write that blog, write that, I don't know, that essay, write that, I don't know, screenplay, write anything to do with that science, because Uranus does rule science as well. And if you're just doing the mundane thing, this will give us a flashes of brilliance and insights. It will give us again, thinking outside the box and, you know, reconstructing what we've done. So if we've done something very mundane, very samey, we can just tweak it a bit, but the tweaks will actually work. So just this energy is showing, just try to keep an open mind. I feel also that there could be changes within jobs. There could be changes. We could be hearing some stuff in the media. We could also be hearing some stuff about money and, you know, all sorts of things. Even on a personal level, we could be hearing stuff about there could be some serious conversations with siblings or neighbors. There could also be, yes, there can be some disruptions, but it may be good disruptions. Because change, sometimes this energy is showing that change is really needed, even if we think that it should just stay the same. So the card that we have is a 6 of Swords with the Learn from Karma. Now, the Learn from Karma card, 18, is the Moon card in Tarot. And the Moon card is about our sensitivity. It's about relaxation as well, and our imagination. This card is about the psychic ability that we have in us. It can be about mood swings, you know, our deep emotions, you know, changing of the tides as well. And with the 6 of Pentacles with this card, the Learn from Karma card is showing us that a lot of us are definitely moving away. It could be through gritted teeth, but it could be through a sense of belonging, but also a sense of responsibility. I'm also picking up a sense of survival in order to get something done, in order to get work done, in order to be successful. We're going to have to move away from the old. And again, I feel that some of you may find it really easy with this Sun, Mercury trine Uranus. You know, it's like some of you may be really stuck and stilted in this type of, you know, structured way of thinking and communicating, and you really want to break free. And now is that time. And the 6 of Swords is showing that, you know, you're coming into that time. You're coming into a time that you've always, you know, deep inside of you, you've always wanted, and now it's going to be here. And with the Learn from Karma card, which is the Moon card, is, you know, about learning from it. It could be about karma. There could be if some things just keep repeating itself and some things are just not working. It can feel quite karmatic. It can feel also like deja vu. So listen to that. Listen to your instincts, because there are going to be some things that come up on Saturday the 17th that, you know, you have to really pay attention to, you have to really listen to. And it could be people as well. I feel that this energy these card energies are showing me that there could be some people coming back. There could be some things coming back, but there's some things you're going to move away from. And it's definitely to do with like the old way. The Sun trine Uranus also, from the Mercury trine Uranus, is also showing me that there can be some communication that comes up with friends. And in the beginning, it might feel very, just normal, serious. But there can be a reveal of something that's going to be happening too. A shocking reveal. It could be, you could be telling your friends something, or they could be telling you something. So listen out for that too. But also, regardless, remember Mercury rules the media. We can also hear stuff like that as well. But on a personal level, it's just, breaking out, moving away, but also listening to our intuition. But also there can be, again, stuff that comes up, like a deja vu moment that's gonna, for us to sort of like work with as well. So yeah, it ends quite cryptic on a Saturday the 17th. So guys, that was it. That was the tarot for the 12th to the 18th of December. And we are easing into the winter solstice. I've got a video on that on the YouTube page, guys, so check that out. Link will be below. And I've got December tarot. I've also got the Gemini full moon to check out if you want to. And also I am going to be uploading the Capricorn new moon, which is happening this week as well, or next week as well. So check those videos out, guys, amongst others. And once again, guys, feel free to let me know how this week has gone for you. And thank you guys very much for listening. Thank you for liking and sharing and subscribing. Very appreciated, especially on this podcast as well. And thank you for the voice notes. And I'll speak to you during the Christmas season. Okay, thank you very much. Bye.